my head.
You need to go on and do that.
Hell, I ain't selling him shit.
Better get your ass off your shoulders. You ain't gonna get me shot up. You better make that money. Hurry up.
Chiquita de Manoto, merece que le meneto más derecho.
La Raza.
Man. You see it. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
My man fresh to death in this bitch.
Over. Man. It's the takeover.
You see it, man. It's a takeover, man. Have fun.
Hold on, man. Let me get this, man. Orale, man. Hey, man, orale. Welcome to SYW, man. Welcome. SYW is for La Raza, man. Come on, man. See it, man. El Dog is in the building. SYW por siempre, man. 40 pelotas. We are here. The 50 animals of SYW, the Puerto Rican Juventud Guerrera.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Had to do it right.
Skinny Negro.
Hey, you see me, man.
Paco Negro's crazy.
Paco Negro, man. And come on, man. You know who it is, man. It's your guy, Yagnan. El Dog, man. El Dog. We're not doing that NWO shit. It's for the LW. Oh, Viva la Raza.
You see this shit, man. You see it.
All right, I can't do that shit all day, bro. That's the best y'all can get out of me, dog. I'm sorry. Oh shit, man. So for everybody, y'all please watch this video, man, so y'all can see how funny this shit is in person, man. I can't wear this fucking flannel all night, dog. Let me go put on the goddamn t-shirt, man. I'll be right back. Y'all boys continue.
No, y'all boy, you about to die. That's why. Listen, man. Welcome to Midcarders and Catering. The takeover. This is episode number. What is this? 39? Because these boys be moving on the episode.
You know what episode this is, man? G Herbo on 3, man. 1, 2, 3. 40 ball. 40 ball.
This is the 40 ball episode. So shout out to Anna AJ. But you ain't listening to Anna AJ this week. Is yours truly from the Union, from SYW Work Network. Is yours truly Nelson. You know me as the Puerto Rican Billy Kidman, the Puerto Rican Rob Van Dam, the Puerto Rican Nightman, Puerto Rican Juventud Guerrera, El Nelson, amongst other things. I'm here with my Union, my guys. I'm here with Marcel, the man himself. Hey, it was out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Hey, Casey in the building, man. Hey, I gotta go by the new moniker now. I got a new moniker. I'm Skinny Black. Apparently, a bitch said I look like Skinny Black from Hustle and Flow. If y'all don't know what it is, so I'm going by Skinny Black now.
Nah, nigga, you Skinny Negro, bro.
Skinny Negro. But yeah, man, it's a takeover today, man. The takeover for surely, man. Shout out to my guys, man, for let's take over the episode.
Yes, sir. So we just filling in for them for this week, but I'll take my glasses off for this. But we actually now we'll keep them on. But we'll be giving you your week in wrestling. We did watch wrestling this week. You know us. If you don't know us, we are part of the SYW Work Network. AJ and Ann has mentioned us. Those are our brothers. Those are our guys, and not just
Guys,
podcasting, but regular shit. But we do our watch alongs with them, so we don't talk about wrestling too much on show, but we're very well tapped in because we let good people like them and other podcasts that we mess with talk to wrestling. So
tapped in.
They asked us to come through, take over for this week. Well, they ain't asked. We actually just said we just gonna walk in your trap and take over your trap. But
Walk in your trap, take over your trap.
we here. So salute to the guys. Salute to everybody who's listening. Larry, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Just getting myself adjusted because I had to take that shit off. I had to get back into L dog mode. So yeah, that was that's gonna live in infamy, I'm sure. But man, excited to be here. I just want to say real quick for about 20 seconds, we have come a long way from episode 40 of Show Your Work, which is around this time 2 years ago. So big round of applause for us for getting that done, man. And look at where we are now, man. We invading on a whole nother platform, man. So, it is what it is, man. So salute. But I'm excited to talk about some wrestling this week, man. So let's hop right into it, man.
Let's get it, man. So let's see. Let's get into the wrestling. First of all, how are y'all doing before we get into the wrestling?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I can't complain, man.
I can't complain either. Man. Fucking hot, but
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
That's that. So yeah, man.
Not for sure. We had a nice episode of Show Your Work. When y'all hear this, it'll be already be out. But we were at volume 136, so you can tap with us, follow us on everything at SYWNET. Our newest episode, 40 Pelotas, is out now.
Come on, man. It's the reason I picked that title, man. Come on, man. Do the knowledge.
So too, man.
Pay that
y'all
$3.
I put this up. Y'all sure already know what's going on, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's only $3, dog, for the Patreon. On the
Absolutely.
Patreon, I get exclusive shit. If you haven't been tapped in with the Patreon already, come on, tap in because it is a crazy safe space audio on there, which I gotta watch, man. Watch and listen. It's crazy.
Yes. And we'll make sure we provide all those details at the end of the podcast as well. But for right now, I want to talk about, this week's wrestling news. So let's get into the news.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
All right. So
where
by the
do you
time
want to start?
I want to start with, by the time this episode comes out, we are going to be on 1 year of Triple H taking over WWE. So, oh yeah. No. I'm getting a real hand clap for that. I remember where I was last year when I broke the news in another Discord about Vince stepping down and then Triple H taking over. And I remember that was like the block got crushed that day because it was literally right before SummerSlam. And I was like, man, it's really going to be Triple H's show. And here we are a year later. And
hold on, man.
And in the words of the legendary Snoop Dogg, man.
I'm going to do the little win on Rhapsody. Give me a second.
Yeah, you good. That motherfucker don't miss. That motherfucker don't miss, man.
We're putting the flag over the mic for this one because that's what this is.
Sacred, man. The mad is sacred. Word to Gunther. But yeah, that motherfucker Triple H don't miss, man. So yeah, man. I'm gonna ask y'all this: did y'all imagine WWE running this way with Triple H being in charge a year later?
Man, hey, man. If y'all watch NXT when it was black and gold, when it had Adam Cole, he had everybody over there. If y'all was watching that, y'all should know that once Triple H got in charge with the whole creative of WWE with SmackDown and Raw, now y'all should have known this shit was gonna be popping, man. Because them takeovers back in the day, them shits was fire, man. That's what I ain't really watched NXT the weekly shows back then, but I always tune into the takeovers, and them takeovers was damn near better than the fucking pay-per-views. Excuse me, leagues. But
they were pay-per-views back then, but
they were
still pay-per-views. And
them shits was fire, man. Them shits was damn near better than the actual, main card of the pay-per-views such as No Mercies, even sometimes the WrestleManias, the takeovers were better than those shits, bro. So but Triple H, he doing a crazy job, bro. He a year in, and since he been, taking over control of everything, he have not missed, like Larry said, he have not missed on any PLEs yet, bro. They all been fucking fire.
Absolutely. Nelson?
I was trying to get all the pay-per-views in order, but he hasn't missed.
I'll do that on the side for us. I got you.
There's been a couple of, very little blemishes, but overall, I mean, the one thing everybody complained about at first was who he bought back. But if you really look at who he bought back, like, those are just people that Vince didn't like, but he really favored. So, because we got to remember who he bought. He bought back Bronson Reed, Gargano.
Technically Gargano, yes. Gargano was a free agent, but Gargano, we knew Gargano wasn't going to anywhere. But yeah, Gargano, basically the whole way he brought back. Ciampa was about to come up too, I want to say, and he stayed. He brought back.
Yep.
He brought back Hit Row. He brought back.
Yeah, he brought back Hit Row.
Karrion Kross. He brought back.
Those are two small blemishes on his too small.
Let me be very clear. One is a much bigger blemish than the other. One you can salvage. One, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, not high. So yeah, and it's more that we're not remembering off the top because I mean, how can we forget the women? Io, Dakota.
Yeah, he did bring back Dakota.
And then, of course, as Io would say, Bailey, she came back in that time period too, which everybody was speculative of because, before that, her best friend and Naomi had walked out. So it's like, we don't know if she'll be back. And, so I think he's done an amazing job. Like, I mean, all things considered. So I couldn't have seen this going better. It actually exceeded my expectations. So
I would agree. It definitely exceeded expectations. I mean, because there hasn't really been a bad pay-per-view.
No,
they've all been good.
I mean, I'll go in order.
Because SummerSlam, it was SummerSlam.
SummerSlam was the first one that he officially took over.
Yep.
Which that was 2 weeks in?
Yeah, but you got to also remember. So no, it was 8 days. So July 22nd, Vince stepped down. Right. SummerSlam was July 30th.
July. It was July 30th.
Yes, that's why I say by the time this episode comes out, it'll be a year officially.
Yep.
So the first pay-per-view PLE that he officially took over was Clash of the Castle.
Clash of the Castle.
Yeah, because you could kind of tell SummerSlam had basically already been written. He just added like some changes. You could tell his fingerprints from Clash of the Castle. You can tell that.
So Clash of the Castle. After Clash was amazing.
Yes.
Incredible.
Then you had the NXT Worlds Collide, which was Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate in the main event, which was really good. That was when Ricochet and Carmelo put on an amazing match.
Yep.
Next, you had Extreme Rules,
which is pretty good.
That Fight Pit match, and Finn made Edge say I quit. So, good pay-per-view without Roman. You have Halloween Havoc
from NXT, then Crown Jewel.
Yes, because
Roman and Logan Paul.
Yeah, Roman and Logan Paul, and that was also Bianca and Bayley, the last woman standing, which they went and crazy.
Brock and Bobby too.
That was the start of Brock and Bobby. Then
the women's tag match too, because that was Damage Control and Bliss and Cross. Night of Champions. No,
actually,
I'm bugging.
No, you got War Games.
Survivor Series.
And I don't even need to say nothing on that one. Listen. War Games is War Games.
He did what he did.
Games. You gotta do it like
Regal. Nah, Regal. Man. Hey, when we went on, when it was
come back,
when it was cold outside, it was cold. Like, it was. NXT
we played Deadline. It was cold.
Yeah. Yep. NXT Deadline.
Royal Rumble.
Hey, man. boy, the events that happened at Royal Rumble, from the match to freaking Cody going the distance, Bianca retaining, Rhea going the distance for real. Rhea went the distance for real. Gunther looked like a star. It was amazing.
Man.
Royal
You
Rumble was
have
great.
NXT Vengeance Day,
I went to
which y'all were there for, actually. So shout out to you and Winston. Shout out to Winston and Youngin. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Y'all
to
are here in
guys.
spirit. Then we had Elimination Chamber. Sammy had the pop of the century.
Yep.
So far that we thought. I mean, you know, we got NXT Stand and Deliver.
It's crazy because if you look at some of these articles, and before we get to Stand and Deliver, like Pete it literally says when you go to like the reception, the event, every event is like critical acclaim.
Oh yeah, I ain't even looking at that. I'm just
critical acclaim.
I'm going on.
It continues the streak. Critical acclaim. Like there has not been one. I'm looking at the reception just to look, and there has not been like one that they were like, yeah, this pay-per-view was not good.
Nah, because nobody give a fuck what Dave Meltzer got to think about this shit, man. This shit fire. Fuck you and your star ratings. Now, as I was saying,
so we got Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver, which has some bangers. That was the return of Gargano.
WrestleMania 39.
It's return of Gargano to NXT. Let me correct myself. Yes, WrestleMania 39. Cinema. We don't have enough time. Just cinema.
And we did a watch along to that too.
Yes, we did.
Check it out on the Patreon as well.
Yes.
Also, of course.
Come on, man. Come on, Nelson. Come on, man.
Pay-per-view of the top 3 pay-per-view of the year. Worst. At the worst. Best backlash ever.
That's the best.
Best backlash ever.
Hey, that's the best one so far, bro. That really
I ain't even have to say. Everybody else said it for me. Even show up.
That was my favorite one, man. I love that pay-per-view. I might have to rewatch that one. That was really good.
That's the best. Everybody says that's the best backlash since
I'm be chilling with my 2000, kids, man. And
that shit was good, man. That shit was good. Shout out to Bad Bunny. Shout out to
Damon, man. Let's say on La Raza on 3, man. 1, 2, La Raza,
man. Come on,
man.
That shit was fire.
Come on, man. Carlito, Savio Vega, Zelina Vega. Come on, man.
We was there. Man. All we needed was a stage, God.
That's all we needed.
All we needed was a stage, God.
Yeah, Night of Champions, which was also phenomenal.
Saudi Arabia, yes, sir.
Went crazy. We really thought Rome was gonna have 4 belts, and it was like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Then we had another NXT event.
Yes, we had NXT Battleground.
Then
solid, very solid.
Money shout to Little Scrappy.
Man,
what you drink? I wish they made that the theme song, man. Why didn't they make that the theme song, man? Another banger.
This might be my favorite of the year, but I understand if you put Royal Rumble and if you put Backlash up there and WrestleMania as well. Like those, I think Rumble,
Rumble Backlash, and it's wrong. There's no misses, but like probably it's probably honestly it's Rumble, Backlash, Money in the Bank, and WrestleMania.
Yeah, Money in the Bank might got it for me, dog. Like that. Listen, that pop when Jay pinned Roman was insanity, and then that pop Drew got when he kicked Gunther's head off. Hey man, listen, bro, cinema.
Listen, man, Trip. I give all despite everything with the back of the set with the sale and everybody trying to do the old Vince is still behind stuff. Nah, man, you could tell Triple H. This is Triple H is really doing his thing with WWE and creative in the last year, man. Like there's been a couple weird spots, but I feel like if there is, they make the best of it. The women's division is booked really well. Mm-hmm. Even with the tag team thing with Sasha, we'll get into that. I'm not going to get too into that, but to mention the Sasha Naomi thing, and that's been an afterthought. Because if you really think like any other time, that would have been a big deal for forever. Mm-hmm. And literally like any little blemish that's happened, like Triple H, Nick Khan, Steph before she left, like everybody has really everybody's done a really good job of just like any controversy, they head on with it and they make sure they get past it real quick, because any other federation, any other promotion would have had that Sasha and Naomi thing hanging over their heads for years. We're gonna get into another one of those promotions later, but with regards to their division, but for Triple H and Nick Khan to step over that and be able to keep on moving, people, getting the right people with the belts, because I mean, it's crazy. Like, we're at a point where like the Bloodline story you would think would run so stale, and it still hasn't.
Nope.
Like, Judd, now it's like the Bloodline, and then this continuity, like as the Bloodline might fizzle out soon, because it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen by the end of this year, probably, I think. But I won't get too into the future. You got Judgment Day now being like the faction that's taking over everything.
Man.
So there's a lot, like there's so many different, like there's so many different superstars, so many different stories, there's so many different interesting parts. Like there's not really Roman is the man, but there's so many other different things you can watch and be invested in, and that's the cool part. Even the matches that you think are just piss breaks, a lot of people, I've watched podcasts where people are like, man, I thought this was gonna be the piss break match, but this was fire, and I'm like, that's fucking Triple H and Trips in them. Like they're making even the piss break matches be entertaining. So for them to do that, like, it's just, they have not missed in a year, man. Like, I give a lot of credit to Triple H, even with his health, he was able to hold it down.
Mm-hmm.
And this Vince shit could have really put a cloud over everything, and it's barely been, for at first it was a blemish. It got talked about maybe a week or two when the Endeavor show happened, and then obviously there's the snarky guys who want to come with the Vince made creative changes when he really has nothing to do with that. But I give all the credit to Triple H, Nick Khan, Steph, and everybody WWE, man. They have not missed this year. They have not missed since SummerSlam. You want to give credit if Trips put his hand in it, cool. But if you really want to go since he fully took over since Clash, man, they have not had they have not really missed at all.
No bad PLEs at all, man.
I agree. And speaking of PLEs, let's keep it going. But again, let me do this. Shout out to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, man. Salute. All right. There's a rumor that we're supposed to be having Royal Rumble in Tampa this year. So what are you guys' thoughts on Royal Rumble leaving Texas and going to Florida, specifically Tampa this year? Because I know Mania will be in Philly, and outside of Royal Rumble and maybe some scheduled Saudi shows, we still genuinely do not know where the PLEs are going to be this year until they announce them. So what you guys' thoughts on, the Royal Rumble possibly being in Tampa this year?
So I'll let you go first.
They love Tampa. They love Tampa. I mean, they did it at WrestleMania. They did it for WrestleMania. Supposed to be in, when COVID happened, supposed to be in Tampa.
36, and then
36,
they did 37.
They did 37 in Tampa. I mean, as long as the weather is cool and everything like that, and the crowd's rocking, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm good for it.
Yeah, from what I read, supposedly the rumor location is Tropicana Field where the Rays play, which is where they did the Thunderdome. So that's going to be interesting. But I mean, it being back in Florida doesn't surprise me. I feel like when it comes to the Royal Rumble, I mean, aside from what was the year they did in St. Louis, but like aside from that, I feel like it always goes like it's always in the South or like in states where like it's not cold, which is weird because usually they keep them in closed arenas. So I'm just like, okay, but I mean, yeah, if it's back in Tampa, it's cool. I feel like they've done a lot of big events in Texas, so I think they're gonna probably, I guess it's just a cycle where they go back to Florida and get it done. But Tampa's cool, that's it's awesome for them. And if they do it in Tropicana, it's somewhere they're familiar with because, like I said, they were doing the Thunderdome there, for a while, in which I could tell, bro, because when what was the match they had? When it was KO and Roman were driving the golf cart. You could tell the Tropicana roof has all those crazy ass catwalks. So I could tell, I'm like, oh man, that's Tropicana Field. And then they, after during the pandemic, they revealed like where they were at. But I mean, why not? I feel like they're just going back to some places where they, during the pandemic, and it makes sense. It don't surprise me they're going to like Florida, especially Tampa. So it should be a dope. It should be a dope event. I mean, it's Triple H. It's a Triple H PLE, dog. So I don't have any doubts.
Hunter, please bring a PLE to Kansas City. You guys are coming here. Y'all do Raw. Y'all actually doing a show here in October, which I will be there. But please bring a pay-per-view here, please. It's been so long since we had one. I think it's been
When's the last PLE y'all had? I mean, I know y'all have the infamous one, but I don't want to bring
this one. Yeah, I think
rest in peace, Owen. Rest in peace to Owen Hart. We're not gonna get dark. I
want to say it was New Year's Revolution. New Year's Revolution. That's like
really.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Damn,
been a minute.
That's crazy. Yeah, they having a Monday Night Raw in Charlotte in September, but I'm not gonna be in town, so I would have went for sure. I saw the ticket. I was like, oh, they got Monday Night Raw. It said September 4th. I was like, fuck, I ain't gonna be in town. So, but yeah, I definitely need to go to like another live event. I definitely need to go to. So I just don't know whenever they do one. If they do a pay-per-view or not, then I'm gonna definitely go
to do some shit. But okay, that was a pretty good analysis. I'll just say that I think it will be interesting to see what they do going forward, because we know that they are getting
expanding out to
other countries and other places. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of the big four takes place somewhere international soon. I mean, we've seen the international, vibes already. We know Cena already basically campaigned for London to get a WrestleMania, which we know is going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up going. But I think it'll be dope for them to return to Tampa and get a bigger feel now that we're about 2.5 years removed from the Thunderdome and, their first event back, which was, in Tampa. Oh, yeah.
Almost 3. I mean, if you count it, it'd be almost 3 because
by that time, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. We lost like that was a year, and that felt like 10 years in one. Depending.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Let's do something serious, and then let's get into some hilarious shit as far as news go. So first up, we're going to go with KO and Liv both being injured. So I know for a fact that KO's is legit because he's supposed to be the broken rib. And then the other one with Liv, they said shoulder separation, but I don't know if this is all a part of the storyline or what. As of this time, as we're recording, we still don't have a Rhea Raquel match for SummerSlam that we thought we'd get. Maybe we get that Monday. I mean, the card is already packed as is, so maybe they hold that off for Payback or something of that nature. We know for a fact we're going to get Asuka, Bianca, Charlotte, but as far as everything else, we will see. So I just want to say, when it comes to KO and Liv, rest up, get well, y'all will be fine, and it will be very interesting to see what they do with both of those, the tag title picture and the women's title picture. So we're going to be sports entertained, I believe, but I'll talk about that later.
Listen, man, Rhea Raquel, they would listen, man. We need another episode of the Big Back Invitational, bro, because NXT they was going crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Big Back Invitational. I never said
both of them got them. They got the Ginyu for shoulders, dog. Like they could fuck
the Broly back.
Nah, Rhea Ripley flex, dog. That should be looking like All Might, dog. It's like, yo, like, that is a buff woman, but salute to her.
They could be the Legion of Doom. They really put them
All
in
right,
that.
now let's get into the funny shit since we're here. All right.
God.
Speaking of buff women, so all right, so shout out to Persia Parada, also known by her government name on the Indies now as Steph DeLander. She's a part of NXT. She got laid off, and she's been making her way in the Indies. She's been with Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder. So she was doing an interview, and she discussed how one day, and I'm not surprised by this, but one day, the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis himself, decided that he wanted to take his kids to see some wrestling, but he didn't want to go as a fan to a PLE, sit in the skybox. No. I'm imagining Ron DeSantis just calling Vince or calling Shane or even calling Sean and just being like, hey, yeah, I'm pulling up. And yeah, get some talent. My kids want to see some wrestling. Throw some shit on real quick. Let's get to it. And so here you have NXT talent, which ranges from the age of like 21. Well, excuse me, like 21. Got a couple 19-year-olds there, but 21 all the way up to like 30s. It was just young people just waking up out their sleep just to go perform for Ron DeSantis. Kids. No music. No, well, they might have had music. I don't know, but no nothing. And you just got Ron DeSantis front row with a popcorn bucket, just like, yo, entertain
with his kids.
With his kids.
Yeah, so, I bet you when they walked in, they probably was like, is that Chad Gable? Tell me Ron DeSantis and Chad Gable don't look. Tell me Ron DeSantis and Chad Gable don't look alike.
Time out. So he called them and say, hey, I want to be entertained. My kids like wrestling. Pull up to the crib right now and entertain me.
No, he pulled up to the performance center.
To the PC.
Oh, yes. He told them, get your ass up. Go to the performance center. I know you want to go out and have drinks and be on IG, taking all these selfies and shit. No, get your ass to the PC. I'm pulling up with the kids. Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing that's funny about that. Here's the thing that's funny about that. I'm not surprised by that. I would not be surprised if the fucking governor of California decided one day. It's not Arnold anymore, so I don't know who it is, y'all. But I wouldn't be surprised if one day it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if one day. I wouldn't be surprised one day if the governor said, you know what? I need to see if the Lakers are going to be worth a shit this year. Let me pull up to crypto and watch these motherfuckers practice so I can tell if I can put my money on them on the side. Like, this shit happens. Like, I'm not surprised that Ron DeSantis saying, you know what? I am the damn governor, and I did let these motherfuckers perform during the COVID. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let me see what this is all about. So, yeah, that's not surprising. What's funny, though, is just the idea of like, all right, when you look at when she was in WWE and you ask yourself, like, who was there when he pulled up? Was Velveteen Dream still there? And did Ron drop a word that he cannot say publicly? Did Ron see Quincy Elliott and have a heart attack? Did Ron see the Forgotten Sons and say,
this punk?
Did he see the Forgotten Sons and say, hey, they spitting right now?
Yo, I know Nikita Lyons. Was doing backflips when she saw Ron DeSantis.
Nikita was
going. They said she was wrestling like Bianca Belair.
She's one of them.
Yeah, she one of them.
Yeah, she MAGA. She MAGA as hell.
That's the reason people stopped liking her, because they found out she was MAGA, man.
Yeah. Because there was one day she was like, I think she posted like a video of her working out. You know the MAGA rappers like with them terrible beats. She posted one of them.
Yeah, like
they found out the dude was like a black dude who was like a MAGA rapper.
Yeah, talking about like keep our guns and all that. Yeah,
keep our guns.
Yeah,
she's one of them.
Second Amendment bars. Yeah,
brother, she is definitely dropping that ass for the bald eagle. What you mean? Like, what you mean?
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl.
What the fuck? Yes. drop down and get your eagle on. Like that
I'm
is
crying.
what. Listen, she saw DeSantis and she said, "Look, this is my chance to be Marilyn Monroe. Fuck this shit. Let's get it."
Hey, she was wrestling like fucking Charlotte Flair when she seen
Ron
DeSantis.
That nigga Braun Breaker seen DeSantis. He gave him the firmest handshake of all time. Mr. President, like calling him Mr. President and shit. Just mad levels of dick eating. You know it went crazy. Like,
I can tell Braun. I feel like Braun wouldn't have been there. Braun probably getting a tan or some shit.
Nah, Braun definitely stands for the
You think so?
The Blue Lives. Oh no, he's Blue Lives Matter like a motherfucker.
That nigga's Australian.
Braun Breaker?
Oh, Braun Breaker. I'm bringing Bronson Reed. Excuse me.
No, Bronson Reed was in Japan beating Okada when this shit happened.
Bronson Reed was getting his ass beat in Japan. He was getting elbow forearm to the face.
Bronson Reed was in the fucking G1 when this shit was happening.
Well, with Braun Breaker, man, you know, I ain't gonna get into it, but if y'all know, then he probably do stand on that shit.
No, I don't listen. Let me say this. I don't think he's like his dad, but he 100% was in that motherfucker. You know, like when you go in Home Depot and you see somebody in the army and it's that one white dude just saluting with no music, just like the supreme level of dick eating. It's like, man, sexy for our country. And listen, I support the troops, my nigga. I'm not gonna salute you while I'm trying to get a bucket of paint, dog. I'm sorry. Like we can do that,
bro. Ron DeSantis, bro. That was the Great American Bash.
Dog, that was the real Great American Bash. The real Great American Bash, dog. They started playing "I'm a Real American" when he came through. Security detail came through. Was like 7 buff ass niggas that just walked in. He just sitting there with his kids. You know he got them badass white kids too. They running around and shit. Fucking, he telling them to sit down. They don't want to do it. Like,
you think Lacey Evans was there?
What? She showed up. They didn't even tell her. She still showed up. Like, what?
They had Sarah. What's her name? Sarah Valhalla, whatever fucking name is. She was there.
What? Come on, man. What are we talking about right now, dog? Them niggas 100% showed up and was on pure dick eating, brother.
Nikita Lyons were wrestling like Julia when fucking DeSantis was there.
Dog, I'm telling you, they was calling that nigga Mr. President, dog, and they were not.
Nikita was definitely calling him that.
Yeah.
She said, "Thank you for your courage, sir.
Thank you for your service, sir."
Just know I voted for you too.
Just know I fucking voted for you. And then Persia had a good joke about it. She was like, you know, it's funny because if he becomes president, I can sit there and tell my kids, like, you know, I performed in front of the president, which is a fun outlook to give that. But in all honesty, like, I'm just here for the fucking jokes, though. I just need to know if he saw Quincy Elliott and had a heart attack. I need to know. Like,
nah, I would love to know if he saw Pretty Deli with them cutoffs.
Yes, boys.
You'd have been like, yes, what?
Yeah, pardon me? Not my America.
Where are these boys from? Take them back there.
What's this shit I'm hearing about you boys? Yeah. Nah.
What's the shit I'm hearing about? Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. Yo.
Oh man.
Nah, man.
He seen Lash Legend fucking turned around.
Hey, yo, if they had DeSantis in that goddamn prop barbershop, dog, I would have been fucking crying, dog. If they would have had him in the fucking Trick Mellow barbershop, dog.
Yeah.
Man.
Remember when they said that was the barbershop? Remember that picture from Twitter where it had like the DVD covers on the wall?
I'm gonna bring this barbershop up later in this episode, man. Sean ain't shit. I'm gonna talk about it later, but boy,
I knew where he was going.
No. You ain't gonna guess where I'm gonna bring it up at, but brother, Sean ain't shit, man. Listen, man. What's that chick that performed at NXT? The great
Ollie
woman.
J?
Yeah, that's what they said. Ollie J was there. Like, dog, them motherfuckers is going crazy, bro. I'm running with all the narratives, dog.
Ollie J did the national anthem.
Hey, what?
She did the national anthem with a trap beat.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's nasty.
Right, let's continue on, man. Speaking of nasty, dog.
All right. Wait till he finds out her body was made in China. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh my god.
All right. Nope. Hey man, this is the words of DJ Larry, Nelson, and Marcel do not reflect
Midcarders and Catering.
But I'm pretty sure they fucking agree with us. Now,
if you have a problem with what I have to say, you can tweet me at Who Is Original. I'm gonna deliberately ignore you because I don't care what you think. Anyways,
that's on me too.
Speaking of bodies that are not holding up. Katsuyori Shibata, man. All right.
Oh, boy.
All right, man. So a report came out that Shibata has basically been excommunicated from Japan. And the reason why he's been excommunicated is because New Japan takes their injuries and the care of their people very seriously. I mean, for Christ's sakes, we saw Misawa die in the ring. Rest in peace to him. We've also seen other guys,
Hayabusa almost died in
the ring. We've seen over those years some of our favorites that died either right after a match, during a match. Like, it's crazy. So they take their health very seriously. So Shibata for about 3-4 years, he was hurt. He was doing commentary, and it was like, nah, we're not going to put you out there. Take your time. I mean, even with Kota Ibushi, despite his, that's a whole nother conversation. They were very cautious with him. They were cautious with Ospreay, Kenny, all the guys that have been injured over the years. They've been very cautious. But so when I saw last year Shibata was at Ring of Honor, I was like, excuse me? Why? He got cleared? That was my first thought. I was like, he got cleared? And he didn't do a New Japan match? And I was like, okay. And then he kept on wrestling and wrestling and wrestling. I'm like, hold on, wait a goddamn minute now. Like, there ain't no way he ain't done a Wrestle Kingdom or had a premiere match since he's been back in Japan. So now that this report has come out, it's like, okay, they literally are like, you know what? You wilding out. You stay over there. You get those people to go to those shows in San Jose and the Cow Palace and all that.
And Trenton, New Jersey.
We will be moving on with our lives. And it's like, they're just sick of it. I mean, and here's the thing, he's had Wrestle Kingdom matches. He's been promoted over there, but it's like, he just does not want to slow down. And they're just like, bruh, nah, go wrestle Daniel Garcia for the 44th time. We don't care. Like,
so what you're saying is, Larry, is that he's Daniel Bryan.
Oh, what I'm saying is he's Sting, he's Saraya, he's everybody that goes over to All Elite Wrestling that's wrestling way more than they should, dog. Like,
how many? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add on to this because I knew he was hurt because I don't like Larry. Larry's my New Japan plug, my correspondent amongst other people. So like he tells me everything I need to know for the most part. But I know Shibata was hurt. I didn't know he wasn't wrestling though. I thought he was just chilling, taking a couple matches here and there. That's it. But when I heard and I read the article about like, bro, this dude's like neck is fucked up. Like he is dry bones right now.
He stopped wrestling in 2017.
Damn.
He got hurt at Sakura Genesis, dog. That's the April pay-per-view. 2017.
2017?
Was that a neck injury?
Yeah. He had a subdural hematoma, which can be... Wait. Yes.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me, where's the mic? This motherfucker is wrestling with a hematoma?
Yeah, and it's because he kept on doing, like, his signature moves, he kept doing a headbutt. So it's like...
you could die in a ring. Because didn't somebody have a hematoma that they said not to wrestle? Recently,
I can't remember. I mean, I don't even want to lie to you right now. But the point is, so he had that injury.
Let me do my.
And then after 4 years, right, he had an exhibition with Zack Sabre Jr. But during that exhibition, it was basically like, don't take no bumps, which he really didn't take that many bumps. It was one of those like kind of how when they did Steve. When he came back and faced KO, where he didn't really take too many crazy bumps due to his neck, like they just kind of overly protected him. It was a 5-minute match, dog. So that was that. And then that's when they had him on Forbidden Door, and they had him on Dynamite, and they had him in Ring of Honor and all that shit. So literally, they were just telling him, like, look, man, make your shit a specific special appearance. He like, fuck that. So yeah, like that just shows you that the protocols over there are fucking garbage, man. Like even it was a couple weeks ago, Marcel, when Sting missed that table bump for Sammy Guevara, fucked himself up.
Man,
Or,
yeah, man, it was one I was watching AEW today. It was one with AR Fox and Darby Allin. I'm like,
we'll talk about it. But and then even with Danielson, Danielson was going into Forbidden Door hurt. Instead of him saying, "Nah, let me chill. We can save the Okada match for the fucking stadium show," he goes in, hurts himself. Now he might not even make the damn stadium show because he just had surgery. Yep. We might not see Danielson until next year. So it's just like, bruh, it's reckless over there, dog.
How many wrestlers going into AEW? How many wrestlers left for AEW with terrible injury histories? Because let's really think about that. So Shibata's the newest one. Mind you, Shibata was paralyzed.
Yes. Yes.
He was temporarily paralyzed from the hematoma.
Shibata,
Brian
Coda's always fucked up. Osprey be wrestling over there fucked up. Kenny. Soraya, Kenny's been hurt.
Kenny over there fucking wrestling like his
WWE literally told Sting no. And he was like, nah, fuck it. Like
Keith Lee.
But man.
Nah, that was his own doing, but
I can't. All right, fuck it. We here. I can't call it an injury if you just want to be a fat ass. I'm sorry, bro. Like, let's be 100, dog. Like, if you don't want to use him because of he didn't want to get in shape, and because he didn't want to get in shape, he has a condition. And listen, I don't want that man. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I think the same. I don't know what's going on with Bray Wyatt. It might be something similar with that, but I don't want anybody who's got a condition to throw their life away from me. Take care of yourself. But with that being said, if they tell you to lose weight and you don't want to lose weight and you still go over there and now you look worse than when you left WWE, fuck out of here. Go ahead, Marcel.
I want to say to the enjoyment of fans, I think these motherfuckers literally just like taking bumps.
And no, it's an addiction. It's literally the wrestler, the movie. It's an addiction, dog. It's like that thrill of hearing the crowd call your name and getting the adoration. But it's like, dog, y'all are putting on shitty matches. And if you're not putting on shitty matches, you're putting on 30, 40-minute matches beating the shit out of each other.
Spot fest
for what? Like
spot fest for Meltzer's approval.
Yeah. So
it's
that
like, don't care about that.
Yeah, so that Jim Cornette can get out there and call you a fucking idiot because that's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. Yeah. Like a lot of I mean, I agree. A lot of these dudes who are still wrestling that like are putting themselves in danger. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, even with Danielson, like, and I like Danielson. I don't like him much at AEW. After that first year, I don't really watch AEW much because y'all know I try to watch it and it just whatever. We'll talk about it later. But with Danielson, it's just like, bro, like you're literally putting yourself in danger every single time. Why? Like
you said, man, it's like he said, it's an addiction. I mean, you see when he was in the E, he was begging to go. He was ready to leave because he wanted to go back there and put on the show.
And listen, man.
And like before you go, like if that's what you want to do, that's what WWE gave you to do. You know, they said, hey, okay, go ahead, nigga, go. You want the AEW, you want to do that? Go ahead, nigga.
Oh wait, how do we forget to mention?
This not gonna be on our insurance. This not gonna be on our insurance. We're not on insurance on you no more, nigga. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nelson. Before we keep on going,
I was gonna say, how do we forget to mention the Samoa Joe? Another one.
Yeah.
I mean, Punk. I mean, if we're being honest, like you look at Punk and no. If you look at Punk, like I know we don't. We'll talk about. If you look, he shouldn't be out there like that, dog. But yeah, man. So let's finish the AEW news and then let's get into some actual wrestling this week.
Listen,
oh man. So let me walk y'all through Wednesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday this happened. So I go to sleep because I've had a long day at work, right? And I check my phone, and I've got notifications on Twitter, in the group chat, on Discord, and all I see is, don't tell Larry. Larry better not find out. Don't tell Larry that this happened. I'm like, the hell did I miss? And I look, and Roosh re-signed with AEW. And everybody thought I was going to be pissed. I was just going to be on here boo-hooing and crying. Let me be very honest about No. Let me be very honest about Roosh and why this happened. So, also, we didn't mention this, but Fuego del Sol is another casualty of Tony not calling you back and saying, and you're just letting your contract expire. And also, Fuego del Sol has also gone on interviews and saying, man, this shit changed when Cody left. So when it comes to Roosh, right, let's be honest. Roosh likes the ability to go do what he wants to do. He just had a kid as well, so congratulations on that. He just had a daughter, I want to say. And he likes being able to team up with his dad, his brother, Dralistico, his Ingobernable brother, Andrade. You know, they started that shit. So it's like he likes to be able to float around, do what he wants to do. And he signed a 1-year deal originally. And I'm going to say this. If I can sign a contract, get guarantees from this Mark boss who I'm going to enforce my will and say, hey, punto, make me a champion. You know what I'm saying? And if I can also know, hey, I can punch a motherfucker backstage and they will not fire me and I will still get paid like Punk and Andrade, fuck it. Why not? I'm going to do it. Now, would I have loved for him to go to WWE and be a fucking menace over there? Absolutely. I actually like Roosh. The first Roosh match I saw that made me say he is that guy was at the New Japan Ring of Honor Super Show where he fucking destroyed Dalton Castle in like 10 seconds. Like he literally just beat him in 10 seconds. I said, this motherfucker is legit. So I want the best for Roosh. I want the best for all luchas worldwide. As much as I am a New Japan guy, I'm also a lucha guy as well. So if he gets to still do pop-up dates in AAA and CMLL or wherever he wants to go, salute to him. I mean, he's going to be in Triple Mania doing a loser gets their mask or haircut match soon. Yeah, so that I forget what it's called. It's a fatal 4-way match, and that's going to be fun. And you know, it's what he wanted to do. It wasn't like it was something that he had to do. It's what he wanted to do, man. With the WWE hiring freeze still somewhat in effect, keyword somewhat, I understand, man. So, you know, if he got that money that he wasn't going to get from WWE, the same way Bandito took that money from AEW too, get paid. Because, I mean, Roosh is not shit. Bandito's hurt. So
he is? Okay.
He's hurt. That's why his brother was out there this week. But Roosh will be fine. If Roosh wants to go to WWE in a couple years, he'll be fine. Bandito will be fine. But, you know, salute to Dragon Lee for taking that leap of faith, man. And we'll talk about him when we get to NXT and SmackDown. So, yeah, salute.
So, with Roosh, he's in a Lucha de Apuestas match.
I couldn't pronounce that to save my life.
Lucha,
so, yes.
Lucha de Apuestas.
So, yes, he's in a Lucha de Apuestas match where whoever loses, you get your hair shaved or you get your mask taken away.
It's him versus LA Park versus Sam Adonis.
The tag team match. Yes.
And I'm not mistaken with Roosh, I think he saw a 5-year deal.
So it hasn't been confirmed. We just know that it wasn't a 1-year deal again. It might be 2 or 3 years. So
he got them bucks though.
Yeah, Tony gonna pay you. But I mean, shit. It is what it is. But also, I do believe that a part of his push, him not getting a push, was because he wasn't exclusive to AEW. And we've seen that before. Yeah. So that goes into my guy, Flying Brian II. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Now, Flying Brian also wasn't that exclusive until the end, but by the time they made him exclusive, this is when they got Punk. This is when they were still doing the here's this former WWE wrestler every week. So he got lost in the shuffle. And I mean, listen, the guy didn't get a chance to develop over there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, you're not going to develop on Dark. They don't have a training system over there.
Who the fuck watched Dark?
Nobody. So the point I'm making is I'm glad. So the report is that he will be moving to Florida by the end of the month. He'll be starting with NXT soon. So if he's starting soon, that gives me an indication that we might see some more roster changes soon, because we know that Nick Aldis is a free agent. We know we've been hearing Tama Tonga, Hikuleo, and Tongaloa for all this year. So we might get some more Samoan invasion soon. You got other guys whose contracts are coming up.
A lot of rumors coming up.
So, and of course, we know every day it's like, So Kenny Omega went out to that ring and said, I'm going to go where the Bucks going to go, but he didn't say we re-signed. So it's a lot of roster changes that are on the way. So we will see, as they say.
Yeah. Because they were doing there was the holdup because of the deal, right? The merger.
It's two things. It was because they had let their talent acquisition guy go, and the deal has been happening. So they're waiting for that to finalize, which they believe will be by September. So they don't want to make too many, because obviously you have to submit earning reports, you have to submit budgets and things like that. So if you keep on adding people, you're just adding more work for people to do. So I'll imagine once that deal finalizes, we'll see some roster cuts on the WWE side, and then we'll also see, some signings and changes.
I think Pillman Jr. at NXT is a good look for him. That's crazy, but they be treating him at NXT like the military. Like, you gonna go to Florida and we're gonna give you a Corvette.
Goddamn right. What? What?
And a Camaro. All you got to do is show up to the Performance Center.
Listen. And you get to go in that Performance Center with all that pressure in there. Shit, sign me up.
And for Pillman, that's his dad, so he gonna have,
exactly.
Like,
but I think they're gonna do him like they did with Braun Breaker. They're gonna give him a gimmick that's a homage, but not too much of a pure homage to his dad. I think he's gonna, because he's not a talker like his dad is. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some kind of fun.
He gotta cut that mullet off, bro. That's what you need to do first.
I mean, if that's his look, hey, listen, we say that shit, and Dom's getting his mullet over. So I mean, hey,
But it's Eddie. It's Eddie though. So this
I know it's. I mean, but shit, he's paying homage to old Brian. He's paying homage to WCW Brian. Like that's.
I mean, I feel you.
Yeah, but I mean,
think it's because AEW fucked it up. I think there's that too.
Oh yeah, because they. I mean, listen,
they had him built like a grease character.
No,
like he was a high school student.
The varsity was, but that's also why Cody has said. Shout out to him. He said that he would move mountains to get Arn Anderson back in WWE or to work with them again, because think about it. Arn's son Brock is like, what, 20? He's young as hell. All those guys from the Nightmare Factory are over there. So obviously Cody wants everybody kind of together or, have a pipeline going. So I mean, it makes sense. But shout out to Brian. All I'm going to say is, dog, if a motherfucker get released on Tuesday and Thursday, he working out in the Performance Center, that tells me everything I need to know, dog. That shit was in the works.
Yeah, it was done
in the works. On God, it was. Because he went, as soon as he got released, you already heard rumors that he went to Florida already. Like, I've been waiting for this.
But there was I read something that supposedly he was at odds with people in the locker room too. But I mean,
you goddamn right. Why the fuck do I like y'all motherfuckers? Sorry for yelling. Sorry, I got triggered just now. Sorry, it's not show you work for me to go down. But why the fuck would I want to sit around and just say nah? Let me just lose again on Dark to fucking the Guns when these motherfuckers just showed up. I've been in this bitch since day one. Me and Joey Janela can't get a fucking bone. I gotta go to GCW and fucking break my back, spinal, just to get some fucking attention over here. Like, nah, dog.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man. He'll be out of NXT, man.
Hey, man. And like I said,
send him to Puerto Rico.
Give him a shot. If it don't work out, at least you said you tried, type shit. So All right,
Still in Puerto Rico, man.
Oh shit, you want him to get into a fight for real? But, all right. So that's that. Now let's get into this week in wrestling.
This week in wrestling.
I am the BEST
New Day!
Because the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke.
Wrestling has more than one royal family. Acknowledge me. Round one.
So, all right.
Perfect.
This is not a usual occurrence. We have Marcel here. So, Marcel, let's talk about AEW Dynamite this week.
Oh, we start with that first.
Yes,
damn.
We are.
Did you watch the main event?
I watched the whole thing.
So you got to go with the main event because I ain't get to watch the main event. But people say it was trash. I ain't get to see it.
Oh man!
But
that shit was ass.
Overall, from what I watched. I started at the main event, but you had AR Fox versus the workhorse right now of AEW, Orange Cassidy. That match was cool. It was a nice match. I enjoyed it. You know, you got the flippies and stuff like that. I definitely enjoyed it. And too, you get a heel change with AR Fox, so they might be pushing him more on AEW programming on Dynamite because you usually see him on ROH and shit like that.
Well, yeah, I think they're gonna start. They're gonna start moving around with some more guys because I know Swerve got his shit with Ring of Honor. He's got the embassy with like Brian Cage. I forget the tag team name, but I think they're like Tongan or something like that. They're Islanders, but them two big strong motherfuckers, they can go. Yeah. So yeah,
I've seen them. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I'll be seeing them when they be coming down and shit like that.
Because they're the 6-man tags, just three big motherfuckers. Like like that shit there. So maybe he's gonna be. You could tell they're trying to set up like Darby and Swerve. For more, and you can tell they're gonna be. I think Swerve might be the one taking that international title off Orange Cassidy at this point. Like,
well,
that looks like that's the play.
That could be the play, but you also at the end of the match, y'all, Mr. Blood himself came in and beat down Darby. I mean, not Darby Allin, but Orange Cassidy.
Mr. Blood. Mr. Blood. As funny as
y'all don't know who Mr. Blood is. That's John Moxley himself. He beat down on Orange Cassidy. So you will see a program with them two coming soon.
Well, what they're gonna I think what's gonna happen. I think, don't quote me on this. I think you might get some trio shit where it's gonna be Orange Cassidy and Best Friends, Death Triangle,
yep.
Blackpool Combat Club,
of course.
I think Los Ingobernables is gonna reform with Roosh now that he's signed.
Ooh.
And House of Black. I think there's going to be something with those guys over the weeks to come. I don't know who's going to face House of Black at All In, but I think one of them are there. And I think that you start to build up Blackpool Combat Club as a trio because right now, as far as singles go, there's not really shit for them to do. And that you don't win shit by making John Moxley the TBS, TNT, the TNT or the international champion. You don't get any gain from that, especially when he had that long ass run and all that.
Yep.
John Moxley does not need a belt, and I think that they're gonna end up doing some trio shit with those guys. That's my personal
for sure.
Respectfully, Larry, you're thinking way too hard about this, but I appreciate your efforts.
No, listen, I'm being a professional. I'm being a professional.
No, you're being you may be. It sounds very logistic.
And I know they don't use logic. I fucking know.
They don't use logic.
But if we're not using logic, then you will get the John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy. and John Moxley's going to win it.
With no context.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that they're building up because again, you have to remember at the end of the day that the Elite and all of them, which I'm gonna talk about the Elite once we get to the end of Dynamite, but yeah, they have to move on and do something different. And that trios title, they can revisit that with House of Black later on. So I think that you're gonna get more brutality, more, we're the best, like all that shit. So blood. Speaking of blood and speaking of extreme, we have this fucking loser Jack Perry come out.
I'm about to throw up.
And he starts talking shit. The legend himself, Jerry Lynn.
Shout out to Jerry Lynn, man.
Shout out to Jerry Lynn. But why?
I love when he do that shit.
I love Jerry Lynn, but Jerry Lynn, don't nobody believe you finna whoop no ass, dog. And I know you can still wrestle, but dog, no one wants to see this, man. Like, nobody asked for this shit, dog. And I do not want to see Jack Perry just go through and whoop up all the ECW legends that aren't doing shit,
and that's what they
bro.
Get. Oh my god, you might get Taz back in the ring too.
Man.
Yo, no, I swear to you, if they convince Taz to wrestle all in, dog,
oh my god,
I will fucking throw some shit.
You know what's crazy? It could happen.
Of course, it can fucking happen with this company, dog.
Nelson, I know you don't watch AEW. Last week, bro, this nigga Taz was so legit pissed off, bro. He was pissed.
I don't blame him.
And the thing is, we don't know if it's pissed because of the rumor of him saying, "Yo, go to WWE, son, fuck this," or if he's pissed because it's like they really finna give me to wrestle this motherfucker. Like, I really had to put these tights on and all this shit. And they teasing it because he just keeps on pointing at him. He keeps on doing this.
And he on the commentary. He's the commentary. He's pissed. He telling Tony Schiavone, shout out to Tony Schiavone. He's like, yo, shut up. I don't want to
shut up. This is Excalibur. This week in wrestling on AEW.
But yeah, we had Jungle Boy non-promo ass, bro. Y'all right, if y'all listen to my promos on here on this motherfucker about
fucking sucks. All right, let's keep on going.
Next.
Let's keep on going. So we have a good funny bit with Gravity and Pop because Gravity is funny because that's what Pac's old name was, the man that Gravity forgot. So in the match starts, they're trolling each other.
And they brought that up on commentary too. Yeah.
And Pac beats the shit out of him, and then he goes.
Pac was talking shit to him in the match.
Yeah. Again, Pac, maybe a future international champion. We'll see.
Of course, man. Him and Orange Cassidy be having some bangers and matches.
No, low key, that's one thing I will give AEW. They mid card it might be a match or two that you might be like, okay, this wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Or it was actually a good match. So salute to them for keeping that shit alive, man. But as we continue on,
we had Darby Allin versus.
No. We get the Adam, why are you teaming with him?
Oh my gosh. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, I saw it with fucking what's his name?
Roderick Strong, man. Good old Roddy.
Fuck out of
with
here.
Because
you know what's crazy, bro? They really all left to go be bums at AEW.
I mean, that's the thing, though, Nelson.
Bro, Adam Cole left WWE and got 5 concussions.
They don't think they're bums. I can't make you see that you're a bum if you don't want to see you're a bum. Like, maybe to them, this is the greatest shit ever.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it, man. AEW is like fucking PWG.
That's all it is. Just PWG.
Or the TV deal.
What a TV deal. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just
with just a black and gold NXT sprinkled into it.
That's all it is.
AEW, which like I said, I'm a fan of AEW. I fucking love it. I like it. Honestly, I love it. I like it a lot. But it's the indie. It's indie basically mainstream. It's for all the incels and everything like that and shit like that. That's what AEW is. And you got Adam Cole, Roger Strong, and everything like that because they with them because they get that old feeling when they was in the indies and shit like that. So They said fuck being doing cinema at the E. We're gonna go here and do what we love because we get that feeling back when we was in the Indies.
All them FTR, all them guys, like this is it's the feeling,
FTR
bro.
is the most overrated tag team.
Listen.
Oh, wait. Before we go, Larry, yo, that nigga MJF put smut on their names. Oh my gosh, that promo he did he just dogged him.
Let me not guess.
Listen, man. Yeah, that's it. Then you get Darby and Swerve, which
I got it.
Yeah.
NJF
Darby and Swerve. I'm low key getting tired of that because we see that shit damn near every week.
Bro, every week I be seeing that. I'm like, bro, is there a storyline here? I guess
it's
not.
a storyline.
This is storyline. All right, then we get to the two last matches of the night. All right, let's start with this main event, man, and then we're gonna get to the co-main.
Go ahead,
event.
Larry. I didn't get to watch it. Go ahead.
Now you want to do? Let's do the co-main event.
No. Let's save that for last. Let's save that for last, please. Okay. Let's save that for last. The main event. Free Penta, man. Free Pentagon Jr., dog. Please. Like, I am so sick of having to see Pentagon and Phoenix go through this shit every week, bro. Like,
what, lose?
Even they won. They fucking won.
But they lose in the long run.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, like, why?
What, Penta and Penta won?
Penta and Phoenix won. Yeah.
Who they go against?
It was a Blackpool Combat Club
and Best Friends.
Claudio and Moxley and the Best Friends. Now on paper, it's like this match should not fucking suck like this.
And I even said, I told you, Larry, I said when I look at the match card, I'm like, oh, this is solid. This is a solid match card.
You literally have ECW / NWA Territory Wrestling versus PWG in Japan versus Mexico. And them styles clashed, and it was not good. Like, that shit was fucking horrible, bro.
Damn. That's crazy.
Nah, bro. That shit. Listen, man. Something got to
sloppy?
give, man. It was just too much going on, dog. It's way too much going on. Moxley.
Listen, did he bleed?
Did he bleed? Yeah.
Of course.
Like, oh my god, bro.
What kind of question is that, dog?
Did he bleed?
Man.
Did he bleed? Even if he didn't bleed, he bled on the inside, man. Like, yeah, of course he fucking bled, dog.
Motherfucker bladed himself after the match. Like,
man. Fucking dork. But
motherfucker stabbed himself with a toothpick.
And then we get this co-main event. All right, look, man.
Britt Baker and Tyra Valkyrie?
Oh, man. Taya.
Not a banger, a stanker.
Taya, I know that you a married woman. I got nothing but respect for you. But you should have took your thick ass back over to that performance center, man. Because this shit, man. Oh my goodness, man.
Larry, you want to do it with me? 1, 2, 3.
Like, nigga, that shit. Hey, let me see if I can.
Chill, man.
Oh, photo great, man. I gotta do some research, man. Cause that shit's ass. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta do some research, man. That shit was
ass.
On
Tony Khan, that shit was ass.
Man, that shit was ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I gotta do some research. That shit was terrible, man. That shit stunk.
That shit was bad.
Listen, please. And you know what's funny? And somebody mentioned this in the Discord. Shout out to our Discord. It was Pat, matter of fact. Shout out to Pat. Pat came in, and I could tell by his typing. He said, damn, dog, Collision is really the A show. And I fucking put the little Boosie daughter. I told y'all niggas. Listen, let me tell y'all, bro. I'm going to keep it tall. I do not lie to y'all. That shit is better because this week proved no matter how you feel about them, when the elite are not on Dynamite, that shit stinks. Like, they make the show. And if they aren't there in the future, that was a glimpse of what you're going to see going forward, which fucking sucks because it's like, dog, it sucks. Like, look, one thing we could give WWE without trying to compare too much, is that even when Seth and Roman have other obligations and duties and they're not on the show, you still get fire cards. You still get great matches. The best pay-per-view of the year didn't even have a Roman match, and Seth faced Omos of all people, which was good. So that being said, I cannot say the same about Dynamite or AEW when the Elite are not around, man. And it's like, dog, like, y'all gonna have to figure it out. And this fucking nut hugging of Chris Jericho and Moxley and all the guys that you want to give because they stayed loyal, bro, this shit's ass. Like, y'all gonna have to get some entertainment over there. And I hate to say it, but yeah, man, Punk knows what the fuck he's doing on Saturdays. Now, is his match is good? Hell no. But he knows what he's doing. And it's like, bruh, that shit in the long run, hey, man, they're going to have to figure it out, man.
That match was some ass.
Oh,
I watched it. I watched it.
You want to give your thoughts before I go?
And then after this, we are done with AEW. Right? Let's get smashed.
But listen, man. That I'll let Marcel laugh it off real quick. But that match was that was a bad match, bro.
That shit was sloppy.
Britt Baker is wrestling at 0.2. I told you, I call her Britt Baker MID because she's not good.
Oh, really? I fuck with Britt Baker.
She stinks, bro. Her promos is ass. Her promos stink. She don't know how to wrestle. Like, she's boring. She wrestles, bro. She wrestles like, I'm trying to describe. It's like watching like Al Jefferson play basketball. That's what Britt
Baker is like, and that's a disrespect to Al Jefferson.
Sorry to Al Jefferson. My bad. That's OD.
Britt Baker.
The show your work took over.
The Britt Baker. I ain't gonna lie. Britt Baker might be the most protected wrestler in wrestling, dog.
Oh, overrated.
For sure. It's not even close at this point.
Overrated too.
Oh yeah, but
you gotta think about it, man. She's well, I think she's like the first female to get signed with AEW.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, listen, man, Taya, I told your thick ass before, go work on Saturdays, baby girl. Please stay away from Wednesdays, because Wednesdays you're gonna run into this chick, man. Go over there with Thunder Rosa, go over there with Willow, Sky Blue, everybody else. Like just go and just wrestle on Saturdays. Yeah. Avoid that woman and them chicks with them goddamn spray paint cans. Stay your ass on fucking Saturday.
Rumors have it they might be getting split up.
Rumor has it that I don't give a fuck.
They stink still. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Taya, if you give a fuck about anything in your life, tell you and your husband, Johnny Mundo, stay y'all asses on Collision.
Johnny Impact, Johnny AAA, whatever the fuck his name is. Anyways, whatever the fuck. Johnny Boy.
Mama called him Morrison. I'm going to call him Morrison. Hey, stay y'all asses on Saturday.
That match was absolutely terrible. Like, Britt Baker wrestles like she got peanut butter in her shoe. Taya Valkyrie was just dropping her everywhere. Like, it was sloppy. She did the thigh slap I guess that was a camera fault, but she did a kick when she went to smack her, and she did the thigh slap, and that shit was mad obvious.
That fucking roll up she was finna do, but she didn't get it. And Taya just sitting there, just looking like,
yeah, because she tried to do the drop. I forgot the move, but she tried to do the drop on. Britt Baker just fell, and Taya looking at her like, bitch.
Yeah, it was literally just like,
she did the Undertaker versus Goldberg match.
Yeah, she's like, really?
Nah, Marcel, you remember that a couple years ago when there was the Kenny Omega meme from, I think it was like Dynamite. He was in the ring. He was just like he did that.
She was fed up, but Baker is terrible.
If anybody follows me, there's a GIF I made of Stone Cold Steve Austin from Survivor Series '96 where he just slowly turns his head. That's what Taya was doing in her mind. Like, yo, I would beat this chick up right now, but I gotta go fucking. I gotta keep my contract. So,
and the greatest before we move on, the greatest irony, because life is so ironic, is right after the match, it points to a sign: book the women's division better.
Hey man,
God is funny.
You don't say.
And he's not wrong, bro, because, like, really think about it. Like, Britt Baker is not that good. what they did with Thunder Rosa was a crime in itself.
Justice for Taya Valkyrie. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I don't have.
She's sloppy over there. Fucking
I
Jay
don't
Cargill,
have
bro.
shit.
They had Jay Cargill wrestling Starbucks baristas at 10 o'clock on a Friday for 90% of her matches, with no training.
Have to get Jay Cargill, man. We missed
Serena Deeb. The only people Britt Baker could wrestle against because I still think she ass regardless of who she wrestles. She could wrestle against Bianca Belair. I still think she stinks. But Serena Deeb and Sheeta, and that's it. Everybody else, like Sky Blue, could get some time. They don't book her. Like the wrestling.
No. Here's the thing. They do. She's getting time on Collision. This is why Collision is
That's
better.
what I'm saying.
Because if you look at Collision,
I'm getting into it because a lot of people are doing this. But this division, and I'm like, no. The thing is, Impact has one of the best women's divisions out there and books it better considering they're not as prominent as WWE is. WWE, even with their hiccups with the women's division, still find a way to make it up, or at least, make the best of what they have, because you got to remember with the women's division, they be having injuries. Like every time a woman gets a good spot, like Liv had it, Raquel had it, Bianca had it at a point, Alexa Bliss had it at a point. Like every woman, the ironic thing is the way y'all talk about, and I'm sorry, but the way y'all talk about with this give XYZ wrestler a chance with WWE, that's how the fuck AEW booked. WWE don't book like that. The women's division has no storylines, there's no context, no nothing. It's just a damn mess. That Outcast shit stinks. Ruby Soho.
Oh, that shit's stinky.
I actually liked Ruby before she left. Now I don't care anymore. Soraya, that's a whole nother discussion. We will be here all night discussing her because I think she's overrated and that Divas thing is overrated. And I ain't gonna get into her and BM Punk. But this women's division's ass. Tony Khan, you gotta do better. Anyway, let's get into some real wrestling. Monday Night Raw.
Thank you. Goodness, man. That would be the longest you will ever hear on AEW, on this platform, on our platform.
Show your work.
No. We just try to be professionals. All right, so let's
Monday Night Raw
through the week. Yes, Monday Night Raw. All right, so we start off with Judgment Day promo, and Judgment Day comes out and they tell the world we running this shit. Dom is the new NXT champion. Shout out to Dom, man.
For history, first wrestler to ever main event.
SmackDown,
Raw, and NXT in 1 week.
Yep.
Hey man, a true Guerrero, man. A true Guerrero, man.
A true working wrestler.
True Guerrero, man. So yes, Dom gets his shine as he should. And then, KO and Sammy come out again. KO's like, look, bruh, I ain't trying to see this shit. Get the fuck on. And they're like, all right, well, we'll see you later on. And, Sammy and Dom will get the one-on-one. Put your title on line if you really about what you say. Cool. So we go into Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark. Shout out to Zoe Stark. She's getting a lot of spotlight right now, so I can tell they're going to build her up for the future. Yeah. Becky Lynch gets the win, so we're definitely getting Becky and Trish in the Stilettos Pumps match for
the Stilettos Pumps
match. Yes. So, all right. Then we get Cody Rhodes, who comes out there and just basically tells Brock Lesnar, hey, bruh, first of all, he uses mom's government name. So I'm like, okay, Cody is running the fact that he's got this documentary coming on. Was it Monday, Sunday? He got this documentary, the Dusty Jump?
Sunday.
Well, it's his. The Dusty one's already happened. That was at WrestleMania this year. This one is his.
Sunday.
Yep. Sunday. Yes. All right, I will be tuned in if I'm not doing nothing. And yeah, he's just like, Brock, you fucked up, right? So so Brock will be back this week. There are rumors that there might be a stipulation with this match, but I just think that they're going to. We'll see.
Dog collar match.
What was the rumor? It was like a dog collar. Yeah, it was like a dog collar or some shit.
It's been dog collar. It's been fucking bull rope. It's been 3 stages of hell. I don't know, dog. We will.
Listen, man. Cody love his kayfabe and his stipulation. Man.
Yes, he does. So
hey.
next we basically get Ricochet talking that
And
shit,
Logan.
telling Logan Paul, "You can get your ass whooped." Then we go into Dom and Sammy, which very good match. Dom is still finding ways to win. I love this chicken shit heel thing they're doing with Dom. Yep. He wins because as he's during the match, Judgment Day just like, look, KO, they just roll his ass out there, which is very impressive to do because Kevin Owens is not no little dude. And
a big man.
Which goes into the we believe Kevin Owens is hurt due to the reports.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go backstage and Shinsuke Nakamura is me, which is leave me the fuck alone. Like, let me do me. Y'all stay out my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, Shinsuke. And that's what we get. Tommaso Ciampa's like, look, bro, my bad, but don't get involved in my shit. And Shinsuke looked at him and probably cussed him out in Japanese and was like, fuck out of here. So we get Bronson Reed, who, by the way, shout out to Triple H for keeping people strong, even though they don't have a direction or a title picture. Like what he's able to do with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and LA Knight and guys like that, giving them direction, giving them purpose, even though they don't have a title. It wasn't something we were seeing in the Vince era of the last couple of years. So salute Triple H for that.
Yeah, there's no title picture with Shinsuke, Tommaso Ciampa, or Bronson Reed. They're just out there just kicking ass.
That's it.
They're part of the I need you for 10 minutes and they make it work.
Exactly. So we get Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed wins due to distraction because Shinsuke is like, you think shit is sweet, fuck you, Ciampa, and you know they go from there. And I think that something's gonna happen with this. Like we're gonna get something out of Bronson Reed because they keep on having him win, so he's being set up for something. But we'll see. For sure. So we get Liv. She's backstage, and then of course my favorite irritating Karens on the planet, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
Man, I was so happy when they won the women's tag team.
Listen, Chelsea Green is so fucking hilarious, dog. Like every time Rhea pops up on screen, she's like, "So yeah, Rhea, you know what? Yeah, let's go." And she walks off like,
Rhea,
that shit was hilarious. Also, to you fucking incels, if you think Triple H was going to let Matt Cardona wear the goddamn legit women's tag team championship match to whatever indie promotion that was over the weekend, you're smoking dick, dog. Like, no. Like, that was a fucking replica, dog.
It
was a rep. Yes. Ain't no fucking way you finna. Nah, dog. Because you know it's a rep because the fucking actual tag titles, that and the actual titles are fucking like, you can tell the shine, like the gold it's a different layer of gold, dog. It ain't that shit. So
you bought that shit at Walmart.
Right. Then we get Liv and Rhea. She's gonna beat Rhea's ass, and Rhea Ripley Pillmanizes her, beats the shit out of her.
Pillmanizes is crazy.
Yeah, that's the name for it. So
I run Raw. This is my show. This is mine.
Beat her ass, and then Liv is allegedly out, but
hey, we'll see.
She said, "I got the biggest back."
Until Monday to see that's Aussie back, and then El Grande back will be there Monday. So
Rio Grande back.
Yeah. So we got Alpha Academy and
Academy
I feel like
that's the third best thing on Raw right now, bro.
Yeah, man, they getting that shit over, man. And then
that shit is so over.
Then we get Ricochet and Logan Paul. Ricochet's in the ring talking shit.
I can't wait.
Logan Paul tries to come from behind, and Ricochet, being Ricochet, says nah, gets out the way, super kicks him, runs, does a shooting star press. Logan Paul's selling, by the way, has gotten a lot better.
He's good, man.
And Ricochet picks up the phone and is like, yeah, it's your viral moment, little motherfucker. I'll see you Saturday, which I believe that's going to be the first match because Logan wants to get out of there so he can see Jake's boxing match.
Yep.
So,
and I like what Logan Paul said too. He was like, I forgot what he said, but he just dissed the crowd. They ain't get no coochie. That niggas ain't getting
No, yeah, nah, I took offense to that, but yeah, he said, he said, I took offense. He said, yeah, nah, shut up. He said, yeah. He's like, yeah, especially you in the front row. Yeah, you need to shave that mustache, virgin. I was like, God damn, like, what did he say fuck the virgins for? Like, what the virgins do to you, bro? All right.
What the virgins do to you?
So shout out to them. They're gonna have a banger of a match at SummerSlam. So salute to them. Then we get Damian Priest backstage. He sees Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews like, yeah, pick on somebody your own size. He looks down at him like, word? Do you know who I am? Cabron? Like, he tells him to go to the ring.
He said,
beats his ass.
I'm Mr. Senior Money in the Bank, bro. I'm the deadliest man. I'm the deadliest man in the WWE right now. You really want to fuck with me right now, dog? Come on.
And then in another, hey, you know who you talking to? Drew McIntyre versus Imperium, and he just basically is like, look, like, I like you. You talk. You good. You can hoop. You know ball. And
that was my favorite segment. That favorite segment of Raw.
Yeah, Louis Kaiser has a great match. It's Drew McIntyre, dog. And then he goes outside and fucking power bombs Gunther after Riddle saves him. Something tells me that Riddle might get Drew to snap. Riddle might interfere at SummerSlam, cost Drew the match, and Drew might send Riddle to Golgotha. So yeah, we will see what will happen.
Shout out Corey Graves as well, man. You
with that Louis Kaiser impersonation.
Yeah, he's actually becoming my
favorite. The ring general is now in the ring, and we will see such an amazing match. Yeah. You can tell who Corey is like real friends with. Like, yeah. And then we get an amazing segment at the end where Finn. This is Finn's best promo work on the main roster, hands down, dog. Like, it's not even close. Like, Finn is letting Seth fucking have it, dog. He's letting him know, like, look, bro, like, this is Stone Cold WrestleMania 17. I need to win Rock level shit. Where it's like, Finn is gonna win by any means necessary at SummerSlam. I'm calling it now. Like, Finn is winning that shit. Will he keep it? Promo. I don't know. He's winning. And yeah, him and Seth. Listen, man. Salute to Seth Rollins, man. Like, him getting that title this elevated in less than 2 months. Nobody else but the GOAT, man. So salute to them. Judgment Day whoops his ass. Sami Zayn comes out. They're like, what the fuck you gonna do? Whoops his ass. So with this injury with KO, I don't know if they're gonna find a way to write them off or do an invitational tournament or something, but keep my eye out on that. Judgment Day stands tall, as I know they would. And next week we're gonna get Brock, Logan Paul, might get some other surprises because obviously not everything can make it on SummerSlam. So salute to Monday Night Raw. All right.
Tuesday.
Then Tuesday we get NXT, baby. So we have Dom opening up, and then you have the setup for the triple threat of Wesley, Mustafa Ali, and Dom, which you kind of figured will come. And Mustafa Ali starting to show a little bit of heel. It was like, and this bum lost, and Wesley was like, excuse me, which, hey, I think they're finally going to put Wesley in that main NXT title picture, as they should, because he deserves it. He's been holding that shit down, and he is doing a great job with that. So salute to my dog, Wesley. Then after that, we get a couple backstage interviews, and then them two big buff ass niggas, Bronco and Lucian, they pull up to Tony D'Angelo, and they say, hey, bro, let's handle this shit in the ring. So it's like, cool. Then we get Lyra Valkyria, who she's like, hey, I want to challenge Rhea Ripley, see how good I am. Which I was like, all right, you're going to get your ass whooped with respect. You got heart. Okay. You feel me? Then we get Ilya and Trick and Mello versus the Schism. Obviously, good match. Obviously, that was fucking the Creed brothers in the mask. It's clear as day. Like, you can't hide Julius Creed if you wanted to. The motherfucker is Brutus Creed. The big one. You can't hide that motherfucker, dog. Like, the motherfucker. It was
mad obvious.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to do some better shit than that.
Hey, I got a cool question, man. What's up with Carmelo's, bro? Carmelo Hayes. This nigga been losing a lot.
We'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it then. So you get that. Trick Melo wins, but during the match, key point, Ilya Dragunov like fucking sends Trick to hell. Like By accident, though. So then we get now this is where I want to talk about Carmelo. This is why Shawn Michaels ain't shit. All right, because Nelson didn't even put this down. All right. So you mean to tell me, Shawn, you had 20 niggas in that barbershop, kikiing and ha-haing everything Melo said. Yet you set up a gas station brawl with Roxanne and Blair Davenport, and we ain't got nobody in the background trying to get some damn Skittles going. Ooh, damn! Like, we don't get none of that. It's just literally.
Oh yeah, we did get the Roxanne Blair shit. I felt like that down my phone.
They were beating each other's ass, and they didn't have nobody in the background, like, you know, doing sound effects, like, ooh, shit, nothing. It's just they just in there scrapping, dog. Over there where they
fine by the soda machines.
Over there by the strawberry shortcake, the frozen junks. You know what I'm saying? The bars and shit. Like, yeah, bro.
Roxanne smacking her with a pack of Reese's.
Oh, fucking taking a shopping cart. I'm like, why the fuck do you have a shopping cart in the gas station? But all right, taking the shopping cart to shoot. So
sports entertainment, man. Yeah, there was mad tables. There was mad tables in that gas station. I was like, God, I was like, is this a food court or a gas station? Which one is this?
It was in a Florida bodega, dog. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit like a restaurant.
Yeah, man. But they needed that to help build up their match. When we'll run the card for Great American Bash at the end here. So they get that. Von Wagner comes out with new music, some cool ass music, by the way. He does a one-arm spinning spine buster. Hey man, look, they getting that shit over, man. Listen, give it some time. But get that. Then Braun Baker comes out, beats his ass. So I don't know if they're gonna do a match at Great American Bash. I think they are, but I'm gonna double check. So
I have the card up too. So
yeah, we got Gable Stevenson coming out. And then before Gable Stevenson, we actually get Ilya telling Melo, like, look, I ain't got no problem with you, but keep your boy down because I can't control how I'm going to whoop his ass if you keep on talking. And that sets up what happens at the end of the show. But before that, Gable Stevenson comes out. He's like, man, I don't know what I want to do. Baron Corbin's like, look, man, I need to win. I need to do something. So if you keep on, I'm going to whoop your ass. And so Gable's like, all right, bet. Suplexes him, and then he's like, yeah, see you Saturday. So Great American Bash. It's going to be Corbin and Gable.
You mean Manny from Black and House Table? I'll play him.
All right. All right.
Shout to Manny, man. Nah, I shout to Black and House Table. I called in. I told Manny, I said, best of luck on Sunday.
That's crazy.
That belly-to-belly and German suplex was clean as hell.
Yeah. He's a wrestler for real. All right, we get Cora Jade and Dana Brooke, which at first Cora was whooping her ass, and then Dana turned around and she was fucking caning the shit out of her.
That candlesticks was going crazy.
Crazy. So you got that. Then we get
Dana Brooke won.
Dana Brooke won. Yeah. They gave Dana Brooke a chance.
They took a chance, y'all.
Yeah, man. So you got that.
I hope y'all are happy.
You got Regal's son. I know he's Charlie Dempsey, but I'm just gonna call him Regal's son because that motherfucker looks just like Regal.
Regal's son TV.
Regal's son recruits Damon Kemp. So we'll see what happens with that. Got Bronco Nima and Lucian Price versus the D'Angelo family. And during the match, Axiom said, fuck this shit, took his revenge on Scripps, causes a distraction. D'Angelo family win, and they have a match Sunday with the Gallus boys, man. So, yeah.
Okay, so with the Mafioso family, is there like, I don't watch NXT, so there's like turmoil in their family or something like that?
It was all storyline. It was storyline. It was a swerve. It was storyline swerve. And it was well done too. It was well done how they did it. So basically, he made it seem like he was a rat, but he wasn't, to get back.
Oh,
yeah, very good story.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when you watch the PLE Sunday, Marcel, watch the video package. It'll explain all that shit. So
got you. Cool,
yeah.
cool.
All right, this is like one of my low key things I like because it's so fucking stupid and it's like some of the shit that like a non-wrestling fan wouldn't like. But this metaphor shit with Noam Dar was fucking hilarious because he's just like, oh, I don't have my title. Then they give him this like, I guess like they made him, his own personal Heritage Cup. Then suddenly, like he does a backflip, he's no longer injured, and he's just like, "Yes, I'm back!" Like it does some ridiculous, carny shit, but it's hilarious. Like
Noam Dar is really like Mr. Bitches, Adam Rose, and Zoolander put together.
Dog, hey, because look, if I got to be around Lash Legend and Jakar, hey,
I like how you put that, Nelson.
Yeah, that shit.
It's all three.
Yeah, and then you got the other Mr. You got Mr. Latin Jones. You feel me? Latina tweet Nathan Frazier shows up. You know what I'm saying? And he pulls up with his, with them, and then you can tell that's going on. Then of course we got throughout the show you get different promo packages. You get Tiffany and Thea hyping up their match. We get Lyra Valkyria versus Rhea Ripley, which was very good, and Rhea sends her to hell like we know she would, but it was one of those like, hey, you're next up kind of thing. So we end the show. Yeah, we end the show with Trick Williams getting his get back, but Ilya's like, fuck all that, and he beats the living shit out of Trick. Mello tries to get in there. He fucking sends Mello to hell. And he's like, yeah, man, look.
See y'all Sunday.
He said, I'm a man of honor, but all you're going to have left is fucking Trick Williams when I'm done with you. Because after this, I'm taking your title. And it's like, yep. So, Sunday, we get the Great American Bash, where we get a 8-person mixed tag match with Dragon Lee, Nathan Frazier, Yulisa Leon, and Valentina Feroz against the Metaphor. I'll just say I think Metaphor is going to go over to set up a future match. We've got Dirty Dom Mysterio versus Wesley versus Mustafa Ali. This will probably be match of the night. Them boys going to go crazy.
Match of the night.
And I think Dom keeps the title because if you watch YouTube, WWE's YouTube channel, and you saw Rey Mysterio tell Dragon Lee, you next up and whoop my son's ass, that might be the NXT SummerSlam match they said was going to happen.
Dragon Lee versus Dom, yeah.
Hey, LWO, baby.
And when we get into SmackDown, when we get into SmackDown, something happened tonight.
Hey, man.
Wait,
LWO, baby.
We get an NXT North American match at SummerSlam?
We might be. The rumor's been that we're going to get an NXT match of some sort at SummerSlam. And I would imagine it would involve Dominic Mysterio because he's the champion. So he's probably going to hold that title. So, yeah. So we might see something along those lines, man. But we will.
What they say to the moon? They pushing this man. Shout out to Dom, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Dragon Lee. Shout out to the Luchas, man.
Wesley, Mustafa Ali.
All the leads, man. All the leads.
The black leads, the brown leads, the white leads, the Asian leads, all the leads, man.
The Muslim leads. You feel
the rainbow, the rainbow of leads.
Yeah, that might be the title of the episode. All the leads.
All the leads. Lee and Lee, like fucking Tony.
Hey, Viva la Lee. Yeah.
Viva la Lee is crazy.
Viva la Lee.
Next up, man, Tiffany Strand versus Thea Hall. Submission match. Thea Hale, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Tiffany Strand versus Thea Hale submission match. This is a submission match for the women's belt.
Thea Hale, I'm sorry, but you are tapping out to whatever Tiffany Stratton decides to pull out. Baby Charlotte is not losing no time soon. So yeah. No. All right, we got Gallus versus the family.
Yo. Every time I see Gallus, I keep thinking about the Jamaican word Gallus.
No.
And I can't unsee it.
These are some ass whooping Irishmen. So
I know, but every time I hear Gallus, I keep thinking of Gallus because of the Mr. Vegas song.
Yeah.
It should be cracking me up. But yeah.
So yeah, I got Irish Gallus winning this. I think if the family wins, it's a cool moment, but I know they're not gonna hold it long. I think Gallus wins, and we'll probably get some more faction stuff later on. Then we got.
I was gonna say this is a family. I think this causes a family split.
Yeah. Then we got Gable Stevenson versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin is gonna look good for 3 minutes, and then Gable Stevenson is gonna go to work. So it's my prediction.
Yeah.
Roxanne versus Blair, and this is Roxanne's hometown.
In a weapons wild match.
Yeah, Blair getting her ass whooped.
I'm watching NXT this was Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday night.
What time is it gonna be?
Probably 7 o'clock our time, Marcel.
It's 8, but I think they're doing a 7 o'clock match, and I'm pretty certain the 7 o'clock match is the 8 match.
Yeah.
I watched it because I watch NXT, but sometimes like I'm in and out. But I remember when I had it on, overhearing like, oh, there's a special start time at 7, and they were talking about it during. It was referenced that is probably going to be the first match of the night, or the pre-show match, I guess.
It's the pre-show match.
It's the pre-show match. That'll take enough time. So
yes.
And then we got the championship match, which is Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov.
All right. Before SmackDown, I would have said Melo is losing. After SmackDown, I think Melo retains. I don't think Melo loses until it's time to borderline call him up. And I think Dragunov, after this, might get assigned in something, but I'm going to pick Melo for now. If Ilya wins, though, I would not be surprised one bit. So I'm going Melo.
Yeah.
But I think Ilya might pull it off.
Yeah, I think Melo's time is almost up. For good reason, because I think he's gonna get called up. But
I
think
he's been on Raw, so
I think that Melo loses it at No Mercy in September. That's my hot take, I guess. Which that'll be the next pay-per-view in California. So I like that they're bringing the No Mercy. I like that they're bringing No Mercy back. So I think Melo loses it at No Mercy. I think because this is their second match in a pay-per-view, or this is their first pay-per-view match.
They've been in like multi-man matches.
No, I mean in this current
first
feud.
match.
Okay, so because I know they wrestled.
He's been fighting Braun all summer, so this is his first like big title defense. It's not Braun Breaker. So yeah,
I could see him losing at No Mercy. I don't know why. Something tells me that. I could see that because remember we talked about September earlier in the episode talking about cuts and releases, and that may get finalized. So I think if that gets finalized, that may be. I feel like once they get all that figured out, that's going to be the time when you start seeing Braun and Melo
going up.
Going up. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that was NXT, and that was our predictions for Great American Bash. Let's go into Friday Night SmackDown. So, show opens up. Jey Uso tries to talk his shit. Roman comes out and he's like, "Did you forget that I was scheduled tonight? Like, bro, I paid to be here tonight. Shit your ass down." So they have a great back and forth. Roman's telling him like a real monster, you wouldn't be shit without me in this town. And Jey, he's like, "Jey, what makes you think you can beat me?" And then Jey just simply tells him, "I already pinned you.
Did you?
And at SummerSlam, I'm going to beat you again," which leaves Roman highly pissed. So after that, Jey goes backstage. He sees Grayson Waller, which shout out to Grayson Waller. He's like, I should beat you and have you on my show next. Beat you, then watch you lose, come on my show next week. And then Jey Uso's like, ha ha, and then smacks the living shit out of Grayson Waller. So that sets up their match for later in the night. Then we get the LWO Invitational match.
Santos.
Great match. Now, I don't know, based on reports, if this is storyline injury.
I heard storyline injury.
There's some people saying it's not storyline. We're recording this as a specific time date. So by the next Midcarders and Catering, y'all will probably get clarification on that. So take that in mind.
It looked. There was no X thrown up.
I think so.
But it did look painful. And some people say like Ray might have just gotten a little shaken up from like the impact of the hit. Like it wasn't intentional, obviously, but the way it happened. But this could be storyline too, because then you can play this into SummerSlam when Dom has his match against whoever he has his match against.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's why when you brought the Dragon Lee shit up, I said that makes sense considering the injuries. So I could see somewhere where Ray fucks it up. Ray comes back and messes, because Judgment Day gonna be there. So
I got something better than that for storyline.
Ray and LWO. There's a lot that can happen, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you get some inner LWO shit soon, because Santos has a match with Austin Theory in 2 weeks, so the SmackDown after SummerSlam. Yet Ray is hurt. We're gonna say storyline for this episode. We're wrong. Prayers up for Ray, but Ray is hurt. You've got Zelina Vega there. You've got the tag team there, and they're not doing anything right now.
Yeah,
Carlito has been signed. He's not doing anything right now. And
isn't he just doing his independent or filling his independent stuff out? Or he's done.
He's done.
I know he was almost done when they signed him. I know they were waiting that out.
So he's done. And even if he does, WWE will let you finish up those 2 or 3 dates while you're still with them. They don't care. Like under Triple H, they don't give a fuck because they'll be like,
"Oh, that's what." That's what I was saying. That why he hasn't been there yet. But
so
I'm pretty sure they said he was done.
And you also got Angel and Umberto, who are like, we need to do something. And we all know Angel and Umberto had that tie to Zelina in the past. So specifically Angel. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some old school, new school, some type of dissension with the LWO. I mean, it might be time to bring up Elektra Lopez as a manager because Santos had her first. We might get some LWO civil war because unfortunately with American wrestling, they segregate the luchas and the Latinos and they don't have them go against other people like that. They make them fight each other, which is some bullshit. But
what is Elektra doing now?
She's in NXT, but she's been with Valerie Loeda. I forget her name before that. She was the Bellator MMA fighter. She's Lola. That's her real name. Lola Vice. Yeah, but she don't need.
I saw her here and there, but I haven't seen her that often since she was on like the women's title picture.
Again, pay attention. So Marcel, I'm saying to say we might get Legato back, and Legato that goes in the parking lot and whoops asses and throws people in the back of Escalades. So we might get that back. So keep an eye on that. All right. Bianca's backstage, and again, my 2 favorite Karens show up, and they're like, "Hey, why is everybody talking about Bianca and Charlotte? We won and we didn't get shit." And Charlotte's like, "Hey, let's get y'all a match." And Bianca's like, "I didn't ask for this shit." Like,
well, Charlotte got it because she's white. I'm sorry.
That's true. Then we get Hit Row out there. Crowd is like, "Get these niggas out of here."
Shit row.
LA Knight comes out and says, "Damn, I didn't know Uncle Phil was still rapping."
Oh my gosh, he did not say that.
Then he doubles down. He says, he said the crowd is chanting corny, but the way that B-Fab is looking at me, she's horny. And I'm like, okay, did they approve this? Because if they did, this is genius.
He legit said that shit.
Yeah.
And then he goes in the ring, beats Ashante in no time. Later on in the night, you see him backstage because they announced a battle royal for SummerSlam for all the people not doing shit. And
this is
shit. You might see AJ. You might see AJ and Bundy fighting next week.
AJ, Bundy, Corey, Mike, fucking Kurt, all in the ring, dog.
You ain't shit.
Hey man,
you see AJ is swinging that belt and swinging that belt.
I got my money on AJ. AJ be sparing y'all, bruh. I got my money on AJ, man. If you know, you know,
they gonna have Tim. They gonna have Tim out there.
Oh, if I see AJ gonna do the you know, like how the they have like the 10 men lined up on the outside, and it's like the luchador, the high flyer that jumps into the pile. Yeah, it's gonna be AJ. My son AJ gonna hit the cleanest shooting star press on the outside.
Oh my god!
You gonna hit some shooting star press and some Jordan Forge.
The Union,
Incredible.
the Union Force.
The Union Force.
Hey, AJ, this what the fuck you get for telling me I was gonna wear a dress for Timu, nigga. Fuck you. No.
I'm dead.
Yo, seeing AJ do a superstar press is hilarious.
Nah, I love the AJ, man. So we get
if you do some shit like that, I'd be highly impressed.
So we get the Street Profits backstage, and Bundy, I'm sorry, Angelo Dawkins, you know what I'm saying? They tell him, hey,
your fits his ass.
Your fits his ass. Take that monkey shit off you, embarrassing us. Bobby literally had. You remember them? You remember them women that was in the Thunderdome that MVP kept around Bobby? He had them come out and bring out some suits and say, "Hey, bro, pick a suit. Pick something. It's on me.
It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. Yeah,
yeah. Tech fleece off, nigga."
He said, "Take them 2 headbands off and put on a suit."
Put on a suit, my guy. So yeah, so that happens. Then
that's crazy. He told me he had to just business casual.
Yes. So Bianca and Charlotte, nigga. Bianca and Charlotte have a great match with Chelsea Green and Sonya, pulling the "will they coexist" thing.
Will they coexist?
So after that, you see Bayley laughing, and then Bayley checks her bag, and Shotzi is on psycho time. Which is this psycho Shotzi shit is starting to grow on me because that hardcore shit she was doing before wasn't working on the main roster. So maybe this crazy shit with her will work.
No, they was calling her Botchy.
Then you got Asuka pulling up, which we don't have time, but I just recommend everybody. If you have not watched this, please go and watch a translation of Asuka and Io talking trash to each other.
Nah, that should be funny.
Io be literally calling Asuka a piece of shit, but they don't catch it because it's a Japanese.
Asuka be calling her like a little. Asuka be like little bro on her.
Little bro on her.
Io be calling her a bitch.
Oh, like I was translating in my head tonight because I watch enough anime. And Io definitely said, "Little sis, I'm gonna whoop your ass and take your shit." And I was like, "Damn, man!" Like Asuka be calling her little Io. Like, yeah, it'd be funny.
Paul, because that was Paul Heyman's call, right? In the Thunderdome to let her speak Japanese again.
I think
I heard. Listen, man, Paul Heyman made an incredible. When Asuka started speaking Japanese again, I said, "Let's go."
Oh, that's my favorite thing. Anytime Asuka's in the ring, she's like, "Oi, oi, oi!" Like that shit.
But she be just mad quiet. You just hear,
nah, her and Io, dog. Io being sick of Bailey's shit. Or when Bailey be fucking up and she's in the ring, Bailey, what are you, Bailey? Like
Bailey,
killing me, dog.
Bailey.
Shout out to the Queen Io Sky, man.
Shout
Can't wait for that cash in, man. Shout out to great Japanese wrestling, man. So
we actually like Japanese wrestling. We don't just have a fetish for Japanese women like most of you who say that you like Japanese wrestling. I'm sorry, continue.
So yeah,
he said, "Fuck the sickos."
Yeah, and then again we got LA Knight
and the Wall Runners.
LA Knight setting up the battle royal. Sheamus pulls up. Sheamus is like, "All right, you know, you like to say your little catchphrases. We like to have bangers." LA Knight tells him, "We're gonna bang your head in that ring," and
Sheamus
they keep
said,
on going. By the way, Sheamus says, "Yeah," and he literally almost breaks character because he wanted to laugh so fucking hard. Like, just pause that and look at Sheamus's face.
I saw that. I caught that.
When the cameras cut off and they told him cut, that Sheamus probably was crying laughing when he said that shit. Carl Anderson gets his ass whooped. We didn't have to get into that.
What baby? What's that Baby Shark song? Whoop the fucking do. All right, next.
Who? Then we get the main event. It ain't even worth it, bro. We get the main event. Grayson Waller and Jey Uso. Grayson Waller main
event SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
Wow. Main event Grayson Waller, nigga. Put some respect.
Grayson and Jey wrestled. Yeah, it was a good match.
Listen, man. Then post match, Solo pulls up. Jay gets the better of him. Roman pulls up, hits Roman with the spear. But then
he finished.
Yeah.
Don't forget to mention he finished Grayson Waller with a spear to win the match.
Yeah,
he speared him
And
to
then-
win, and then they started going crazy.
Yeah, and then Solo comes up and he lays him out with the spinning Solo, which, by the way, his Uranagi, that shit is amazing. Like the way he pulls that off. His Uranagi is better than Samoa Joe's. Like that spinning Solo shit is fire. Picks him up, Samoan Spike. Roman's like, nah, nigga, let me show you what a real spear is, and sends him to hell.
Hit him
Roman's
with the spear
like,
and the spike at the same time.
yeah. So then we get set up for next week on SmackDown, which will, let me see if I can pull next week's card up. But yeah, man, more shit will be announced. But we're gonna see some fun stuff, man. So I am hella appreciative of SmackDown tonight. Got some seeds, got some interesting stories on the way. I'm just now seeing breaking news. So it looks like the main event of Monday Night Raw will be Sami Zayn and Seth versus Dominic and Damian Priest. Very interesting because it's not Damian Priest and Finn. So that's going to be interesting. So you got Brock Lesnar, you got Logan Paul appearing. And this is going to be in Houston, Texas, man. So that's going to be interesting for that. So next week on SmackDown, you get Sheamus and LA Knight. I'll be very curious to see who wins that one because both of them kind of have some momentum. And then, of course, more will be revealed because obviously they got to do something for the Go Home show for SummerSlam.
Little promo from the Bloodline.
And that is our show for the week, man. So again, man, Aunt P, my guy, AJ, I appreciate y'all letting us on, man. Letting us take over, man. Round of applause for y'all.
I love to y'all.
He is Skinny Negro, aka Senor Forty Ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be the title of this episode, Skinny Negro. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. But we are appreciative. If you like us and you said, man, damn, they took over from Midcarders and Catering, but I actually like these guys. Not only do we appreciate it, but we encourage you to follow us everywhere at SYWNET. We encourage you to go to our pages, find our link tree, go to our Discord, and join us for conversations about wrestling, music, TV shows, movies, anime, books, life,
we
all
stream
kinds of
on
stuff,
Discord. We just
and if you really like us, you can subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. And if you really like us, hey man, pay that $3, man, on our Patreon. Same thing, patreon.com/SYWNET. Get some of the best content on the planet. I can't big it up enough for $3, man. Tap in, support some young, ambitious Black and brown men making the union work together, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. Anything before y'all go?
Follow me on Twitch, Marcel2345. I'm playing Max Payne 3. So definitely follow me up there. I got my shit ready going, man. It took me a minute, but follow me on there, man. I'll be on Fortnite, Madden. Like I said, I'm playing Max Payne 3. When Spider-Man drop, I'll be definitely streaming that as well. So follow me up on there. But yeah, man, for sure.
All right, my guy Nelson, the founder. Anything else before we get up out of here?
I mean, you pretty much said everything. Just follow us on all the platforms. If you aren't familiar with us, we do go live on Thursdays at 9:00 Eastern for our episodes. We drop on Friday the next day for audio. Like I said, we got a gang of stuff on Patreon. We're on Twitch, Discords. On Discord, excuse me. We have a Discord, the Union Discord with Midcarders and Catering. So if you're not too tapped in,
you will see us, you will see AJ, you will see Bundy.
Yes.
Might see some other familiar faces, might see some cool faces you didn't know were in there. So
But yeah, man, just tap in with us. Tap in with us. On whatever your preferred platform is. Again, appreciate Anna and AJ for taking a week off and letting us take over and talk some wrestling.
And maybe we'll do the same thing with them too.
We might. Ooh. You never know. Hey.
All right.
Only thing for sure is nothing's for sure. But hey, follow us, man. SYWNET.
Yeah.
On that note, peace and love.
Hey man, viva la raza.
Hey man,
Viva la raza.
El
Cabrón.
rojo. La raza.
Thank you for listening to Midcarders and Catering, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling. Midcarders and Catering is produced by Amir Johnson. Written, researched, and hosted by Amir Johnson and Anthony Page. Original score by Justin Motizzi Ward and Aaron A. Train Fuller. Midcarders and Catering podcast is